Good evening. Hey, where my sisters at? Boom, where my sisters at? Good evening, all. It is our Monday evening sister to sister talk. Where are my sisters at? Good evening. Happy Monday. Happy wonderful Monday. Awesome weather. I see my hair's all over the place. See, my hair is all over the place. Good evening, good evening. Okay, well, we're going to jump right into it. So our conversation this evening is going to be on self-confrontation. So over these last couple of weeks, have been a little challenging for me, I must say. Over last weekend and the weekend before, as you know, a couple of Mondays ago, I was stranded. And then that same week, one of my cousins passed away. She was a young lady, but yet and still God called her home and gave her wings. And then I did not complete some task that I desired to complete. So it left me feeling kind of, good evening, whoever that is joining in. I can't see you right now. But anyway, it left me feeling kind of and blah because I had not completed that task. So as I was thinking about this, I wrote down a whole bunch of notes. So you'll periodically see me look down at my notes because I just had some information I want to definitely share with you. Hey, Isis. And so in the process of not reaching my goal during that time frame, like I said, it made me feel kind of blah. I was mentally drained, and it seemed like things were starting to snowball for me downwardly from a mental standpoint. Because at first I was like, when a car broke down, I was at peace. I was like, I got this. But as things seemed to go on throughout the weeks and things were not in my control, I had no control over the things that was going on. And it made me feel, as they say today, some type of way. And so, in that, it made my mindset I start singing things to myself that I should not have been saying. I start feeling like I was lazy and like I was not living up to par, living up to what God had called me to be. At points I was feeling unworthy because I was not doing what I knew to be doing and what I would ordinarily be doing. And so in that same token, you have to focus on your mind and what you tell your mind. You hear me? What you tell your mind. So I'm very transparent with you all. Every day is not a hunky-dory day. I'm not smiling. I ain't jumping up doing cartwheels. No, every day is not that for me. So I have to be realistic. Some days I just feel like, oh Lord Jesus, really? I just have those things. I don't know sometimes if I'm coming or going. And that's my truth. I be like, Lord. Even when I come on my Facebook Live, I say, Lord, what is it that you want me to tell your people? How are you going to use me today to help someone else? How can my testimony, how can the words I say bring about an impact of change, an impact of inspiration, an impact of motivation, something that they can hold on to while they're grasping and while they're listening for their next step their next move. It's like a chess move. While they're looking for their step and next move, how can you use me? What is it that you really want me to say, so that I don't just get on here just running off at the mouth, providing useless information. So with that being said, I will sometimes get in these moods, and I roll my eyes, roll my neck, and it don't be to nobody in particular. It be all directed towards me. Hi, Deanna. Haven't talked to you in a long time. But it be in frustration with myself. I give out big sighs and be like, oh, like it's the end of the world. But let me say this. In all I get an understanding. And first of all, we need to know that we're human. None of us are that great that we never have breakdowns, that we do not have failure, moments of failure, and which are just opportunities to do something different. So I found out in my breakdown moment, and as I was really reflecting over all of this that was going on, I start to reminisce on some things. So I had to have a confrontation with myself. So I went back to when I was stranded, and I thought about, well, you were stranded, but you were never in danger. That's a plus. I could have been out there alone, but I wasn't. I wasn't alone physically, mentally. I wasn't scared. I had no fear whatsoever. I knew someone would come and get me, even if it had been one of you off of this message. And miss you too. Even if it had been one of you off of Facebook, because you were so caring, you asked me, where was I? And so with that being said, I knew that I was not alone. Then I thought about, wasn't alone. I wasn't afraid. There was transportation available. Like I said, it could have been you. Then I started to ask myself, what things really mattered? So what mattered to me, that even in my period of distress and discomfort, I was safe. What mattered to me in these last couple of weeks, even though I didn't get the work done that I wanted to get done, my family mattered. We had lost someone that was dear to us unexpectedly. She was a young lady. She was only 42 with 2 young children. And so that mattered to me. See, sometimes we put focuses on things that do not matter. You know what? I say this all the time. What is success if we're unable to share it and celebrate it with someone else? I need my family. I enjoy my family. I enjoy you. I like having good company around. I like to hang around people who have who add value to my life, and that I can do the exact same thing for them. I enjoy that. I enjoy speaking life. I enjoy seeing dreams and goals manifest in the lives of others. So when I'm having this self-confrontation, while I'm going through my little pity parties of what could have been, was this, that, and the other, and I had reminded myself that God was still with me. Even though all of this was going on, and even through the death of my cousin, God was still there with our cousin, with our family. You know, sometimes things happen to bring people closer together. It's unfortunate, but it does. Things happen. Sometimes we need reminders of how good we have it, opposed to slumping our shoulders and complaining about everything. Just getting into, like I said, I get into those moods, and when I'm in those moods, that's when I do a lot of writing. But I oftentimes have to say, hey, enough is enough. It's time to get up. You got to get up. You got to pull yourself together. This is not the life God has for you. You have no right to be sitting around here moping and being floppy and all this other stuff. Pull it together. Find some goodness out of what you're going through. Even in the midst of the storm, find something to be grateful for. So what can I be grateful for? I'm grateful that I be all over the place doing all sorts of things, and I sleep very little. But during these last 2 weeks when I really wasn't doing a whole lot of work, I was allowed to sleep, which I needed, because guess what? Again, success means nothing if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it. So you need to take care of you. That's one thing. You need to take care of your mind. You need to relax your mind and allow your mind to just be free. With me, everything is a time sunk. Is a time thing. I am one that is, if it's supposed to happen at 9 o'clock, I need it to happen at 9 o'clock. Otherwise, I'm going bananas. I mean, I'm flipping out because you 2 minutes late. And that's real. If you 2 minutes late, I'm like, oh my God, they have no respect for time, and I'm really pulling my hair out. But during this time, when I didn't do some corrections, when I didn't finish up a class that I was creating, when I didn't reach out to a couple of people that I wanted to reach out, when I didn't do this, when I didn't do that, God showed me that in this time, in this particular time, there's still a reward for me. I'm not going to be denied my reward because he saw fit to shut me down, because I didn't have sense enough to shut my own self down. So sometimes we're shut down because we be all over the place. We don't have time to sit back and listen to God to give us our GPS. We need to know where we're going. And we do this, we do that. We're talking to this person, we're talking to that person. But all these people around us are not necessarily for us. They're not the people we are supposed to be connected with. We don't have to play it small because we serve a big God. And we use our minds to think large, think huge, think abundance, think above. So much overflow. Think of it just overflowing. You know, your bath water, when you done left the water on too long and it's just flowing everywhere. Now they start to drip down the sides of the walls and stuff on the next level. I'm thinking overflow. I'm thinking of blessings that when God gets through with me, it's going to run over to you, Deanna. It's going to run over to Isis. It's going to run over to each and every person that's we're all connected. That's how I feel about it. This is how I look at the things. So when I did this self-confrontation, I had to get realistic about it. I was like, oh, see, you know what? I'm sitting over here tripping because I didn't get this done. I didn't get that done. But in God's timing, bingo. All it takes is a little boop from him. And it's wide, broad, lake, ocean, you know, worldwide. It's all of that. While we're tripping, while I'm tripping, while I'm still talking about, oh, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. But that's not to say for you or I to be lazy. It's not for us to be lacked in what we're supposed to do. We still have to do what we're supposed to do, but know that we're not in control of everything. Sometimes when we don't have sense enough to do what we're supposed to do, God has to shut us down. And he will use people and circumstances to do so, just so he could get a word in inchwise, as my grandmother would say. Just so he could give us some type of direction, so we could get back on the right path of that GPS, as opposed to having it to reroute. If we go the right way the first time, it does not have to reroute to put you back on path. And we would alleviate some of the heartache and prevent some of the failures, even though I just look at failures as great opportunities to do something different, lessons learned. And it's also a testimonial time for me that I'm able to share, well, I did it like this, and this is what happened with me, and be transparent about it, because you know what? Who wants to be around a fake person? They're already forgiven about our fake hair. So, but who really wants to be around a person who has, no, if I can't trust you to be transparent, if you always act like you got all your crap together all the time, where is the real you? I'll be the first to say, I'll be like, Lord, help. Lord, send me the clients that you want me to work with, please. Lord, direct me to the people you want me to work with, please. Lord, shut my mouth when you know it's going to do some damage that, you know what I'm saying? Give me the sense to shut my mouth. Sometimes it's just better to not say anything. Okay, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. So that's what I wanted to talk to you tonight about, self-confrontation. It's okay to confront yourself and know, because only you know where you've come from, and you know what's going on in your mind. And you know what? Our mind will play some tricks on us. It will play some tricks on us. We look at everybody else. We think that everybody else is being successful and that they have no problems, no issues, no nothing. That's untrue. We all have our own cross. I've said this to you so many times. We all have our own cross to carry. So, hey, get in position. Confront yourself as needed. Remind yourself of what God sees in you. Remind yourself of your capabilities, and let no one tell you different. You have what it takes. You have all the tools to make it to the next level. We all have to study. Trust me, I study a lot. I read a lot. I do a whole lot of videos. We all have to do it because we have to learn. You have to learn to go to the next level. And there is nothing wrong with reading. So that's what I have for you tonight. I enjoyed you all so much. And I promise you, I really look forward to my Monday evenings, because it gives me energy. It lets me know if I see one or two of you on here, you're the one or two that I was supposed to talk to on this evening. So I am greatly excited for it. I have so many things down the pipeline, guys, that are coming up. I am doing writing with Lisa parties. If you have, it has to be at least 3 or more, and you want to do writing parties with me, I'm going to give you a link that you can contact me, and you can schedule a writing party. And we'll go forward and get your book done. And then on next week, which is the next Thursday, well, the expo opens next Friday, actually, which is the 20th of July. I will be at the Black Expo of Indiana Black Expo. I'm at booth, let me see where, sorry y'all, I have to look at my notes. I'm at booth 923. If you are in the Indianapolis area, I will be there. I will love to see you. I'll have all the books there. Just Who I Am, The Pit Bull of Puppy Love, London, the Angel Called Uncle Johnny. So those 2 announcements. And then for those who didn't know, I am now an award-winning author. London and the Angel Called Uncle Johnny won an award. Yeah, praise God, praise God. So our award ceremony is August the 23rd. If you would like to come and cheer us on, London will be there. The tickets for that is $20 $25. So we would love to see you out to come and celebrate what God is doing. But again, I am hosting writing parties now, and I'm available to come to writing parties. If you got 3 or more of your good girlfriends out, I will send you a link. We can have a consultation about it. We'll go into the details, what to expect, and pricing, all this other stuff. I have a new workbook out called Done in 120 Days, where I give you step-by-step instructions on how to get your book done. So yay. I'm working. I am working for a goal, because one of these days I'm going to get on here and I'm going to tell you that I have left my, what are my hours? 7:30 to 4 o'clock job. I'm going to be able to tell you that I left them and now going back to them as a consultant. Now, y'all heard me say it. You heard me say it on here. So don't be surprised. I'm going to be able to tell you that I left my 7:30 to 4 o'clock job to come back and be a consultant. So God bless you. Lots of love, Deanna. I'm going to send you that link for that. And until next week, be blessed. Be blessed. Go out and tell somebody you love them, you proud of them. Give them a hug, a smile. Encourage someone. Uplift someone. There's enough depression going around. Be the sunshine in somebody's life, even during the rainy time. Okay? Lots and lots of love. Okay? Talk to you guys later.